Hi, and welcome to this video tutorial showing you how to create an embossing folder from a die. Here is the card that I have created using the Bashful die to create an embossing folder. You can see the die here and how I've created the embossing folder. I've used a drinks carton to create the folder and cut along the flat pieces. It needs to be fairly thin so that the die will cut through. If you have any problems, you can always release any parts of the die that haven't cut with your scissors or a craft knife. Fold the plastic in half and score along the edge. You can neaten up the sides with a trimmer. Once you have done this, you are then ready to create the embossing folder. Take your die, here I'm using iris, and sellotape it into position on one side of the folder. Place into your die cutting machine, and when you've finished, remove the central piece. You'll also see that there's an outline on the other side. Make sure that the embossing folder is folded flat. I use a couple of bulldog clips to help with this. Take the cutout and apply Beacon 527 adhesive to the other side. You can then place it back in the embossing folder and it will be in the correct position once the glue has dried. Your folder is now ready to use. Tape a piece of card to the inside of the embossing folder. Close the embossing folder and run through your die cutting machine. In the calibre, I use the cutting plate and the base plate for this purpose as the plastic is very thin. You can see here how it has embossed through. While still in the folder, I can then chalk or use pan pastels to colour in the image. I have used the pink tint and then further shades of the pink and purple. If you get any chalk or ink whilst doing this process on your embossing folder, because it is plastic, it's easy to wipe off when you've finished. Once you have finished colouring the image, you can then use an eraser to go round any areas where there is any loose powder or pieces that you don't want to be coloured. You can also use the rubber to do highlights. I have done this on the actual daisy version. You can see here how the flower has embossed. So here you can see both the embossing folders that I have created using the Bashful die and the Iris die. And here is the coloured iris and the finished daisy card. Thank you for watching. For more inspiration, please visit my blog at candronicocardcraft.blogspot.co.uk.